Hello, today we're going to look at three-figure bearings since it's coming up to Christmas. The reason I say that is because a lot of people will tell you that three-figure bearings come about from sailors, for instance, being lost at sea and so always needing a key point to start their directions from, which in this case is north with bearings. But the truth is, it's actually Father Christmas that came up with three-figure bearings, because he always likes to look home before he starts his direction, and since he's from the North Pole, he has to look north every time, and that makes sense, doesn't it? Because everywhere he looks, everywhere he goes on the planet, he'll always be able to look north, and that's home for him. So it's kind of obvious, really, when you think about it. So anyway, with these questions, they often have questions like this. So find the bearing of Jack from Santa. So here's Santa and a little cross, not a kiss, and there's another cross next to Jack, so this is obviously where they are, obviously. First thing to do, underline these words of and from, because the key mistake here is knowing where to start, and so this is saying from Santa, so you start at Santa. A lot of people do make a mistake and they'll start at the wrong one. In this case it would be Jack. So often in the exams, GCSE exams, they give you the north line anyway, but in this case it isn't there, so I'm going to draw it, because obviously I've got to face home because I'm Santa, so I'm facing the north. Done. Then all I'm going to do is draw a line between Santa and Jack, the X's, not the names. And all a bearing actually is just an angle. That's all it is. So all you're doing is measuring an angle, but the only key thing is you start 0 on the north line. So I get one of these, protractor, measures angles, amazing. Put the crosshair on the X, line up the 0 with the north, and then let's measure around it, and that is 137. And obviously I'm using numbers going up on the protractor, because that's what I want to do, so I'll leave that there. 137. And I'm probably going to show you that on like a little IT thing in a minute, because I've gone like high tech, got a budget and everything. So, but that is bearings, it's simple as that. Right, okay, so this time, same idea, this time Santa's going to go see Alex. So it's the same thing, got the north line at Santa, I'm going to join a line up to Alex from Santa, so I'll do that. Then I'll get my protractor, put the 0 on north, measure around, and I make that about 84 degrees. So 84 degrees. So this time I've got to do one more thing. Let's just put 0 in front of this. And the clue's in the name, and it's called a three-figure bearing. So 3 figures, i.e. 1 figure, 2 figure, 3 figures. So it is that simple. You just put, if it's 2 digits, you just put a third digit and then it's a 0, and then that makes it into a bearing. Just standardise it, it keeps it easy for Santa. He needs this, he's getting old. Yeah, done on that one. Okay, last example. So this time we're going to go to Charlotte's from Santa's house. So as usual, get a ruler, 2 marks, join up those with a line. And then those of you paying attention probably see that when you use a standard protractor, we run out of degrees and suddenly still got this extra whole bit going. And you know, this is because Charlotte's really awkward, basically. Now, if Santa had one of these, which is a 360 degree protractor, that'd be really easy because you can just put it to 0 north and there and just measure around it. But unfortunately Santa doesn't have one of these. I mean, yeah, admittedly he's discovered how to time travel, eternal life, how to make reindeer fly, and basically can give you anything he wants from his magic sack, but no, he hasn't got one of these, so just forget about that. Luckily we can still do it with one of these, so thank goodness, otherwise you wouldn't get your present, Charlotte. So, 2 ways of doing this. You can either do what we've been doing, so get 0 on north, crosshair, mark out where 180 is. Then you could actually draw that line in. Sorry, it's really hard from the side to see if I've done it straight. I had. Brilliant. So that's 180. Looking at that. And then get the tractor off your board, as you do. And then measure that bit. So we've got 25 degrees. And then it's a simple case of adding those 2 up. So 180 plus 25. I don't really need this, but I just want to do it for you. Honest. So 205 degrees. Woo! That's our bearing. The other way you could have done this is knowing about angles at a point, because it's 360 degrees all around that point. So what we could do is actually measure this angle, which luckily comes out at 155 degrees. And because we know cool, that there's 360 degrees there at a point, angles at a point. Take away the 155 from it, and that should leave us with, hopefully, 205 degrees, which is exactly what we got there. So there's two ways of doing it, and that's really the sort of hardest measuring bearings question you'll get. Awesome. Okay, lastly then, bearings sometimes mix in other topics with them. So for instance, like scale drawings, they might say that 1 centimetre is worth 50 miles or something like that. So you need to be aware of scale drawing, but I'm not going to talk about that here. Also, they might ask you things like, how do you get, what's the bearing from Charlotte to Santa? And again, I'm not going to discuss that now, but the clue's sort of to do with the fact that if you've got two north lines, they're parallel lines, and you can do a lot of the angles in parallel lines, which I will do a video on soon, so we can, once you know that, you can apply it to this. However, in the meantime, if you've got any more questions about bearings, then, well, don't ask me, go watch another YouTube video or something, because I'm done. So, that's that. So, ring ring. Oh, what's that? Ring ring. Special effects, eh? Ring. Oh. Hello. This is he. Wow, it's Father Christmas. He's been watching this, even though it hasn't been finished yet. I'm still filming it. He's been watching it on his Naughty and Nice video. Camera thingy majiggy. That's a bit weird, isn't it? How can I help, St. Nick? Yeah, that's what I asked for. What do you mean you don't have any in stock? No, you listen here, old man. Oh, sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video. Merry Christmas, everyone. If you've got any questions, again, don't ask me. Take care. Bye. What sort of service are you running up there? No, seriously, no luxury mince pie for you this year.